What's going on, everybody? Fishing the Odds here. Today I want to talk about two of my favorite fishing reels for under $100. Today I'm out on the river with my buddy Ed, and we're chasing some of those steelhead. Water's a little brown right now, but I thought it'd be a good time to do a reel comparison video. These are two of my favorite reels: a Pflueger XT President and a Kastking Speed Demon. Two of my favorite reels. I've had the President for 2 years now, maybe 2.5 years, and I've had the Kastking Speed Demon for maybe 8 months. But I'm glad I discovered it. So for now, we're going to dive into the specs of each reel, and then we're going to talk about the components, the parts, and talk about why I think Kastking is a better reel in that price range. With that being said, first off, the Kastking Speed Demon is 92 bucks. That's not bad at all. 92 bucks for a reel that I think cost maybe 150 bucks. President, the Pflueger President XT, for the 30 size, the C30, is 80 bucks on some places and 85 bucks in other places. So the reels are, 6 to 10 bucks different, which isn't a lot. There are some similarities between the two reels. For example, the Kastking has 10+1 bearings, and so does the Pflueger President. So they're both very smooth feeling reels. When you cast them, they're smooth. When you reel them in, they're smooth, and the drag feels great. So let's talk about the Kastking for a minute. It's kind of crazy, but this is a 7:2-to-1 gear ratio, which means it is probably the fastest spinning reel in the world as far as retrieval goes. The retrieval speed of this is just unparalleled with other spinning reels. But when you get into bait casters, of course there are faster bait casters, but as far as spinning reels goes, this is a fast reel. That's why they call it the Speed Demon. So as far as speed goes, that's one of my favorite things about this reel. Let's talk about the weight for a minute. This is 9.6 ounces, which is not super light, but it's not super heavy either. So I'm okay with that. 9.6 is a decent weight, but it's fine for me. The drag. Let's talk about the drag for a minute. The drag on this reel is 25 pounds max drag. As you can see in this clip right here, I'm fighting this Chinook on this Kastking.
I feel like I got a good hook set.
Speed Demon, and
I think
this is a big Chinook. It's upwards of 30 pounds, and this reel's just handling.
You got that big one.
It's doing a great job. I had light line, I couldn't horse it, but the reel's doing a great job. And I've fought a lot of big Chinook on this. I've fought a couple Steelhead on this.
Dude, you getting tired?
Oh man.
Man, my foot got stuck in that.
Oh man.
I got wrapped up in that oar.
Isn't that crazy? I fought in coho on this, several coho, big coho too, 12, 13 pounders this year. And this reel's handled everything perfectly. And as you can see, as you can hear, the drag is still perfect, no skips. It's been awesome so far. So that's all I gotta say about that. It's cold out here, but we need to talk about the Pflueger President XT that I got right here. And I want to show you, if you pull, you don't hear it, right? You don't hear it. The drag is not working properly on this reel anymore. I've had it, what did I say, 2 years, 2.5 years. I don't know why the drag doesn't work anymore. I haven't dug into it, but it doesn't work very good. Drag still works, but there's no sound anymore. I'm not 100% sure what that's about, but nevertheless, I only paid 80 bucks for it. So got 2.5 years out of it so far. We'll see how long it keeps going. But this reel, like the Kastking, is also a 10 bearing system, 10+1. So that means it is also really smooth. It feels almost identical to the Speed Demon as far as the reeling goes and the casting. That part is great. So for the price, that's awesome. So you guys getting those higher bearing counts, the smoother it's going to be. So I like that. And when I'm referring to the line capacity, I was referring to braid earlier. 10-pound braid, 160 yards on the Pflueger President. That is a good amount. You guys notice I have this on my rod here. I didn't want to rig up another rod. I had this sitting on my couch already, so that's why I'm using this on anchor. However, you should be using something like bait caster when you're on anchor. But this is what I got rigged up for now, and I came from work, so yeah, this is on my Kastking free drifter, my 9-foot. One other thing about this reel, it is a 10-pound drag. So as you can see, well, I fought a lot of big fish on this as well, and the drag's not working properly anymore. Compared to the Kastking 25-pound drag, this is not even half of the amount of drag, and it's only, this reel is only 80 to 85 bucks, and that one's, you know, only 92 bucks. So you're getting a lot more drag out of that reel, so that's something that I love. This reel is compact, if you guys have not noticed. It's smaller than the Kastking. Here, let me grab it. This was on another rod that I had earlier. But as you can see, this is a 2000 size, and this is a C30. This reel is bigger, and it's, you know, it's heavier too. It's 9.6 ounces. This reel is 7.6 ounces. So, you know, if you're like a tournament bass fisherman or something, and you're fishing all day long, casting a whole bunch, this reel is a little bit lighter, but it's not as well made. So I don't know if that matters to you guys a lot, but so down to some of the parts here. I like how the Kastking is made, but I also like how the Pflueger President is made. This reel has a carbon rotor, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know how common that is. I think a lot of the time it's aluminum, but it's got a carbon rotor, and it has a carbon handle, which looks super sleek. I love the way it looks. It's almost like a kind of like a transformer or something. It's pretty cool, and it's got carbon right here as well, so that's pretty nice. But a lot of the frame is a lightweight, heavy strength aluminum, which is pretty common for a reel, like, you know, under 100 bucks. Aluminum is in a lot of reels, so that's not really too crazy. But again, it's only 92 bucks. But once you get into those more expensive reels, you start seeing like magnesium and things in your fishing reel. But they use aluminum and carbon and things to make them lighter weight. I like this rubber. Through time, when you wear it out, it stays grippy, whereas the cork on your Pflueger President, you can see how smooth that is. I wore out the cork big time, so it's super smooth now. It looks nice. I love the way the cork handle looks, but I like the way the rubber feels a little bit better. So the last thing I'm going to talk about here is the way the drags are made. So the Kastking reel is a 3 carbon disc drag, and they're layered on top of each other. So that's probably why the drag is so durable. This Pflueger President is an oil felt drag, which in my opinion, felt would not last as long as carbon. So that's probably the reason why this sounds like that and not like that. I'm not dogging on the company. I think Pflueger President's a great reel, and I'd probably buy another one. But overall, I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick to the Kastking. I'm actually gonna pick up another one of these, and that rod is gonna have a Kastking on it as well. I stand by their product. One of the great things about Kastking is their affordability, and I say that because they are direct to consumer. They don't go through fishermen's or sportsmen's or buy mart or anything like that. You can't find Kastking there. You got to go online to find Kastking, and they skip the whole process of paying sportsmen's or whoever it may be, Cabela's. It doesn't matter. This reel is probably, in my opinion, because of the drag system and the strength of how it's built with the carbon and the aluminum, is probably going to be $140, $150 reel if you were to buy it at Fisherman's or Sportsman's. So I think it's a great reel for the buck. Pflueger President, again, I think that's another great reel. I'm a little disappointed with how my drag ended up, but everything else about that reel I love. But this reel will catch up to a Steelhead a lot quicker than that reel will. 7.2 to 1 gear ratio, 6.2 to 1 gear ratio. One of the fastest spinning reels you can buy on the market, and it's under 100 bucks. So longevity, I hope this will last a long time. Going on 8 months, I fought a lot of big fish on it, still lasting great. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little comparison between the Pflueger President and the Kastking Speed Demon. Yeah, see you guys next time. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video out. Let's go catch some fish sometime.